Dizzy, impairment in spatial perception and stability. At least that's what the Wikipedia says. But for old school gamers, that's not what Dizzy meant. It was more associated with the round protagonists of the Dizzy game series. Dizzy was a walking, talking egg who wore big red boots and big red boxing gloves, sometimes also seen with a hat. The games in which he starred were a mixture of a platformer and a puzzle game where you had to pick up objects and use them in specific places on specific things, usually in order to save his friends from the evil wizard Zax. If you were a kid in the 90s, you probably played them all, or at least tried most of them. All except for one that hasn't seen the light of day for over 22 years until now. I'm talking about Wonderland Dizzy. Wonderland Dizzy was supposed to come out for the NES and was a heavily reskinned and heavily modified version of Magic Land Dizzy, but Wonderland themed. Unfortunately, Codemasters cancelled its release even though the game was pretty much finished. So it landed in a box and was destined to be forgotten. But not so long ago, 22 years later, the Oliver twins, creators of Dizzy, started searching for the game after discovering old level designs. They contacted a lot of people to try and get this thing running back again, and with help came Łukasz Kur, a Dizzy fan from Poland. He managed to compile the game into a NES ROM, and with some further help from Andrew Joseph from yolkfolk.com, they managed to get it running in a browser. So, with blessings from Codemasters, it's live on the internet and you can play it for free. A previously unreleased Dizzy game. You can play it in a browser or just download the NES ROM and play it in your favorite emulator. Boot up the game and get greeted by the most silent option menu in existence. Here you can change the game's language, whether you want to play one of the characters or both in a tag team kind of way, or change modes between classic and fun. Fun mode is simply a mode with unlimited lives. Start the game and immediately feel the familiarity of another Dizzy game, Magic Land Dizzy. The level design and layout seem to be very close to it, but with some changes. The biggest part is that this world is filled with characters from Wonderland, Caterpillar, Rabbit, the Hatter and such. And all of the puzzles and quests were changed to fit the theme. The puzzles and gameplay mechanics are pretty much the same as any other Dizzy game. Pick up items, use or give items to get other ones, or help your friends and save them. The goal is also usual, just get all the Yolk folk safely back home from Wonderland. So it's pretty much the same mechanically as other games. Well, almost. Dizzy and Daisy now control a lot floatier due to the fact that when going left or right, you now gain a little bit of a momentum, allowing you to jump further, and some places required a running start. It kind of feels like it's just in the way. I ended up retrying a lot of jumps just because I didn't have enough speed. Or maybe I'm just used to the tight controls of the original titles. The new mechanic is the tag team. Whenever you get knocked out or died, the Cheshire Cat appears and transfers all of your items to the opposite character, as long as he's still alive, as each character has its own pool of lives. I also say knocked out or die, as not everything takes away lives. Only falling into water kills you, but everything else, like birds and fish, just knocks you out. You can actually use this to your advantage. By knocking yourself out on one end of the map, you quickly transfer items to the other character, which would be useful for speedruns and such. Other than that, it's a pretty good Dizzy game. I managed to beat it in 47 minutes after trying a few times, and my advice is that you should try too. I also encourage to post a screenshot of your victory online, simply tagging it I beat Dizzy. Was it worth waiting 22 years? Not really, as it's, another Dizzy game. It's not a revolution in gaming that we've been waiting 22 years for, but it does not disappoint, unlike Duke Nukem Forever. It's neat, and I like neat things. And I think more developers should look for an old, neat, unfinished or unpublished games and put them on the internet for free. 'Cause that's neat. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, I do more videos, so if you want to be notified about new ones, subscribe or just watch some old ones if you fancy that.